Okay. Time for class 2. Here we go. So we're on course 13. And here's class 2. First question, who would like to read? Um, Lynn, do you want to read?
Yes.
Oops,
Give the
hold on.
definition.
Go ahead.
Give the definition of an existing thing in Buddhist logic.
Yeah, what is the definition?
Mm, An existing thing is something is perceived by lived perception.
Yeah, exactly. The definition of existing thing is anything you perceive with a valid perception. Mm-hmm. Tsema. I'm trying to remember the Tibetan. Tsema. I don't know. Oh, Tsema Mikpa. Tsema Mikpa you. Okay. Read this, Lynn.
The definition of an existing thing is anything which can be perceived with a valid perception.
Yeah. Read the Uchan.
Yes. Sema Mikpa Yobe Sen Nye Sen Nhi
Good. What's Seni?
Sen Nhi Sen Nhi Bờ 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 Sen Nhi No,
Definition.
that definition, yeah.
Yeah, the definition, Agikui of Tsema.
Valid perception.
Yeah. Um, is actually it's kind of understood. Is anything is what is mikbud?
Mikpa Mikpa perceive, no?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
good.
perceive, yes.
Is that which is yupbud?
Existing thing,
Yeah,
existing, yeah.
is that which is hmm, exists in the perception by a valid perception, something like that. As perceived by valid perception. Yeah. But yeah, it means to exist. All right, good job. Thank you, Lynn. All right, number 2. How many questions are there? 6. Okay. And number 3 is long. Ooh. All right, number 2. Hannah, would you like to read?
Yes. Name, define, and give one example each of the two most common categories into which all existing things are divided.
Yeah. Anybody know?
Is changing
Changing. And changing.
Yeah, good. You both said it. What's the fine changing thing? Lauren.
Changing thing. Changing. Something that change instant to instant.
Yeah, good. Kichiki, kichiki, kichiki. In every moment. Good. And Panitova, what's an unchanging thing?
it's emptiness, like one object. Uh,
Yeah,
and,
something. Go ahead.
yes, and this object not exist a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't exist as coming from causes, so it doesn't change instant to instant. Something like that. Um, yeah, good. Uh, Read this one, Panitova.
Unchanging things, each of which are definite,
Defined.
defined as one object which is both a thing and which is not such that it only lasts for a moment. Classical examples would be empty space or emptiness.
Yeah, exactly. Uchen?
Takpa, chotan kechik ma mayin pei shitunpa.
Yeah, good. Translate. Takpa.
Unchanging things,
Mm-hmm.
uh, things and
Ch ch
um,
Say the words ch.
things
Tang.
and or with, I don't know,
What?
uh,
Tang?
with
Tang?
uh,
And? Yeah, it's just
uh,
and here.
mhm,
Kechikma?
um, not moment.
Mm-mm. First of all, the ma would be in front if it was not the moment. Second of all, ma is just part of the word. Kechikma. It means
Okay.
instant.
Mm,
Yeah. But then my yin,
not
good. Yin pa, shiktunpa. Shitunpa, excuse me.
according with foundation.
Yeah, yeah. It's something that is an accord. It's never, according with doesn't, there's no according. According to means something different than accord, okay?
Mm,
Yeah, it's something whose basis is in accord with um not changing in moment to moment, something like that. Maybe it just means the one object here. Maybe this tunpa just means like that one thing. I think it does. Okay. Examples? Panitova, read these.
Namka tonpani.
Good.
It's
What's Namka?
space and emptiness tonpani.
Yep. Great. Company emptiness. Good. Okay, and Lawan, you read this one.
Yes, changing things each of which are defined as anything that lasts only for a moment. Classical example would be a pillar or a water pitcher, pitcher,
Pitcher.
pitcher.
Yeah, good. All right. Read this.
Yeah.
Mitakpa, Kechikma, Kawa, Bumpa,
Okay, you're supposed to translate too. What's mitakwa mean?
Changing thing,
Good, perfect. Kichikma?
is instant,
Perfect. Kawa?
pillar, and
Yeah,
boom,
good. Bomba.
bitter,
Yeah,
bitter.
exactly. What a picture. Coffee cup. All right, good. Mm, question 3. No, please read.
Yes. While it is often incorrect to translate the words "mitakpa", Tibetan "mitakpa", Sanskrit "anita", as impermanence.
Yeah. Why is mitakwa um why is it often incorrect to translate it as impermanence?
Is it because it's talking about we can confuse like eternal impermanence for just like the fact that a thing changes or not?
Yeah, exactly. Um, Impermanence means something is there, then it's not there. Um, like it won't be here forever, right? That's what you're saying, right, Mike? But changing means its status in every moment is differing. It doesn't mean quite the same thing. Although there are a few cases where it is appropriate to call it impermanence, to define it that way. Like in the case of Chiwa Mitakpa, the Lam Rim step, which means like death um, as impermanence, meaning your life won't always be here. Not the fact that you're changing in that case, but the fact that your life itself is gonna go. So yeah. All right. Good. I'll read it. It's long. The English word impermanent, in its current usage, denotes something which is going to end and not last forever, whereas permanent denotes something that will not end or break. The point of, oh yeah, the other famous example of impermanent is, mm, yeah, emptiness, right? Um, hmm. No, I'll read it. Hold on. Whereas permanent denotes something will not end or break. The point of the Tibetan and Sanskrit words, however, is to denote something which changes from instant to instant, something fleeting or transitory. In fact, the definition of mitakwa is something that only lasts for a moment. Yeah. Conversely, um, things which are takpa, the opposite of mitakpa, are not necessarily things that go on forever. The emptiness of a cup, for example, does not goes out of existence when the cup breaks and came into existence when the cup was made, since it's simply the fact that the cup has no nature of its own. We do not, though, say that emptiness starts or stops, since this implies variability. The point of things which are imitakba is that they never change. Their quality of being is perfectly constant and consistent. Nothing is ever more or less than completely and purely empty of any nature of its own, for example. We should note finally, though, that in some of its usages, the word mitakpa is properly translated as impermanent, such as in the common Lamrim expression jiwa mitakpa, impermanence in the form of death. Look, we said it. Yay. All right. Yeah. Who wants to read? Hmm. Jessica's here? No? Maybe she can't read.
Yes, yes.
Can you read?
You hear me? Yeah,
Yeah, can
yeah.
okay. Please read.
Give the definition of a working thing, which is totally synonymous with changing thing,
Synonymous.
synonymous
Yep. A changing
with
thing.
changing thing.
Yeah. What is the definition?
Definition maybe is a thing does something. The
Yeah.
thing has the function to do anything.
Yeah, you're right. Something that performs a function. I think Geshe usually says it. Anything which performs a function. Correct. Read this, Jessica.
The definition of a working thing is anything which performs a function.
Yeah. Uchen?
Bunche nupa
Yep.
nupa. Um, the the
What?
boy
Nupoi Tseni.
nupa seni
Yeah. What's Seni mean?
definition
Akikui?
of
Perfect. Nupo?
nupa is a working thing.
Correct. Is understood. Is a dun.
Do you need the meaning? Anything.
Yay. Yeah. Nupa?
Nupa is be able to do.
Perfect. Che.
Che is doing to do. Doing something.
Yay. Wow. Very good, Jessica. Yeah, anything which it can do something, literally. Anything which performs a function. All right. Stay tuned for Jessica's translation classes, right, Jessica?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm joking. I mean, please teach. Okay. Next, number 5. How Trin.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Please read number 5.
Yes. Give the three different kinds of working things, their definitions, and the classical example of each one.
Yeah, what are they? 3 kinds of working things. Uh, Mental, physical, and that which is neither physical or mental? Probably. Um, Physical, everything, most things. Mental, um, anything in your mind, like thoughts, and that which is not physical or mental. Uh,
I think it's active.
Seeds. What's that?
It's like active, like both
Active?
physical and mental.
No. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I don't know what
I
you.
think
I don't know what does active mean?
it was physical, mental, and then active, which is both mental and physical.
Really? Active?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hmm. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. No, 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 no. That's not. No, no, no. I was right. I was right. Uh, yeah, things which are neither. Yeah. things that perform a function which are neither physical or mental. Active is just a translation choice. It just means things. The two famous ones are seeds and like your concept of somebody. Like Mike. All right. Someone else read this. Mike, you read this.
I need it apparently. Physical things defined as anything you can show as a physical thing. An example would be heat.
Yeah, stuff. Read this stuff.
Suksurangwa sukitseni
Good.
tsawe rekja.
Yeah, heat. This is just heat. This example. The definition seni of tsuk of physical things, physicality is rungwa, anything appropriate that to be called tsuk. Anything that you can be like, oh, there's physical stuff. An example would be the sensation of heat. Rekja means sensation. Literally feeling contact object. And Sawa means warmth, heat. Sawa Rekja. All right, this one, Mike.
Mental things defined as anything which is both invisible and aware. An example would be happiness or wisdom. Sel Selshing Rikpa
Yeah.
Shewe Shepe Tseni.
Yeah, good. The definition, Tseni, of Agikui Shepa, mental stuff, is things that are cell clear. Geshe says invisible here. He sometimes says clear. And the Rikpa can be known, can be aware of, can be thought of. Examples. Did you read these, Mike? Did you read these?
Dewa Yeshe.
Yeah, good. What's Dewa?
Happiness,
Good. What's Yeshe?
wisdom.
Perfect. All right, Mike, read this one.
Active things, which are which are neither matter nor mind, defined as any produced thing which is neither matter nor mind. An example would be a person, which has both physical form and a mind, but which is neither and yet still changes.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was both.
Nah, it's neither. Denmin. This is what the min means. Denmin Duchi is short for uh Tsuk Tsuk Sukdang um uh, I don't know. I think Sukdang Rik uh I don't know what they use for mine there. Anyway, it's an abbreviation. It just says neither in the name. It says things which are active, which are neither, but it doesn't say matter or mind. It's like Sukdang Rik. I forget how you say it. Um, Now I want to check. Let's check. Yay! Hold on. I have this dictionary. I feel obliged to use it because I looked at it for 8 years. Here we go. Um, then, min, do, duce. Um, he doesn't even say. Oh, he says sem. Uh, I guess, which means mind. I don't know. Anyway, it has neither of those. Did you finish, Mike? I feel like I cut you off. Keep going.
Just
What do you got
Tushan.
left?
She
Yep.
Kung Ring Mayim Pe Penduje.
Yeah, Demenduce. Pemche. Um, maybe it's just Pemche then. Pem means particulate matter, like some made of stuff. She means mental. Kong means whatever. Rung means appropriate. Mayin, not. Um, Duce, a active thing. It means made thing, produced thing, anything. Okay, it's neither of those. It's something that exists that neither mental or physical, like that. Like a Kongsak. What's that mean, Mike? Is he there? He's over.
Gongsak. Change?
Person. We had it all the way yesterday. The Buddha said, 나암 당자와 강사기 츠종기 강사기 츠미송대. We had it 3 times yesterday. It means person. All right.
Thank you.
강사. You're welcome. I know it must feel great to point out the fact that you forgot it like within 24 hours. It's a lineage. All right. I forget stuff too. One more question. Daria?
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
how does the description of ultimate reality in the system of the Buddhist logic schools differ from its description in the high school of Buddhism, the Parsangika group of Madhyamika middle way philosophers?
Yeah. What's the difference between the sutrist or logic school description of ultimate reality? What's ultimate reality to them? Usually they say that which is things that are empty of being autonomous, unitary, and and um and and thought and forever, something like that. Tak chik chen in Tibetan. Yeah. Or you could say this. I think this applies to the last 3 schools. Mm, yeah. Somebody read this. Daria, read this.
Mhm. Those of the logic schools believe that some things belongs to ultimate reality when it can, it, in a very real way, perform a function. The Madhyamika say that the only example of ultimate or higher reality is emptiness itself.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I went too far in my definition. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is true. It's definitely a functionalist school. Hmm. Mm, whatever Geshe says. All right, yay! I there's no class tomorrow. Uh, there's English class for people who go to that. There is no the ACI class tomorrow. There'll be two classes on Saturday. Um, one at 5 in the morning and one at 6 in the morning, Arizona time. And then we'll have our last G-box class and mixed nuts. And then my break. Okay? I'll still come to mixed nuts because it's for my llama. But besides that, I'm hiding out. Don't tell anybody. All right. Bye, everybody. You're
Thank you so
awesome.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Cảm
You're
ơn
welcome
thầy,
so
cảm ơn
much.
các bạn. Thank you.
Come on, Lin. Come on. Come on, Hong Sun. I just heard you exhale.
Thank you,
Cảm ơn
teacher.
thầy.
All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.